Here's a beginner's guide to get you started with Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. That is the longest video game name I have ever heard. First off is a tip that works in real life too, and that's to listen to the people around you. There's a lot of dialogue in the average Like a Dragon game, and the man who erased his name is no different. While it's very tempting to skip past all of that talking, some of the dialogue that you see from NPCs on the street will provide you with useful hints about the locations of hidden items, or they might just explain some gameplay mechanics. So don't just ignore everybody you run into, as some of them might have something very helpful to say. In addition to listening to people to find hidden items, be sure to look up as well. Sometimes items will be placed out of your reach, requiring you to use your spider gadget to retrieve them. These hidden items could include things such as this random pair of underwear that was just sitting in a tree. Don't ask me any questions, as I have no answers for you. Just be sure to look up, as what you're searching for could be up there. One type of item that you'll come across frequently in Like a Dragon Gaiden are plates. These come in different varieties, such as iron, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Iron is worth the least, and platinum is worth the most. Your main way of earning money in the early portion of this game will be by finding and selling these plates, and they can be found quite often inside of briefcases. You can find briefcases all over the city, and they'll either contain consumable items or more plates for you to sell. And you don't need to worry about running out of briefcases, as they constantly respawn. So don't stop looking for briefcases if you need money, especially when you enter a new area of the city. When it comes to offloading your collection of plates, be sure to find the nearest pawn shop. You can not only sell all of your plates here, but you can also offload any unwanted equipment or other junk you're lugging around as well. This is a great way to not only clear out your inventory, but also score some extra cash during the early portion of the game when you'll need it most. Pawn shops can also help you when it comes to beating difficult mini-games. If you're having trouble with a certain mini-game, visit the Ibisu Pawn Shop to find items or equipment that can give you a boost and help you complete whatever kind of wacky mini-game you're currently having trouble with. You can also purchase these items and equipment through Akame's shop once that's up and running. Once the Ame Network is unlocked, you'll be able to take on stroll and patrol missions. These will have you running errands for various NPCs, and one of the mission types will require you to bring a specific item to someone in the city. Now, instead of just getting the request, finding the item, and then bringing it back to them, you can save yourself a lot of time and effort by making sure you have 2 to 3 of each consumable item already in your inventory. That way, if some random person wants some sushi, you'll have some ready to go in your pockets, which is kind of gross, but whatever. Speaking of the Ame Network, after you've done a few missions around town for Ame, you'll be able to invest in her operation. You should very much do that. While this may cost you hundreds of thousands of yen, it will also greatly increase the amount of yen that enemies will drop, as well as decrease the amount of Ame points it will take you to enhance your skills. So be sure to invest early, so it will pay off big time later on. Finally, this is a Like a Dragon game, so you're gonna get into a lot of fights. And if you take damage, you're probably gonna want to recover that health. You should only use consumable items during battles if you need a health boost. If you need to heal outside of battles, however, leave your items alone and visit a restaurant instead. You can not only get your health back by enjoying a nice sit-down meal, but you'll also earn additional Akame points by doing so. Even if you haven't unlocked the Akame Network yet, you'll retroactively earn points from your restaurant meals once it's unlocked. One more thing about restaurants: as you dine, you'll notice a star hovering over the food items. This indicates that you've eaten this food before. Try to eat new foods each time you visit a restaurant, as you'll be rewarded with more points for doing so. For more Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name coverage, be sure to check out thegamer.com. I'm Jamie Latour, and we'll see you next time.